your reaction to Taylor being traded out to New Jersey. Where were you when you heard? And
yeah,
what do you think?
I was actually in Mexico with my sister's wedding. So yeah, I turned my phone on, I had a bunch of texts, and I don't want to say I was shocked. I think I kind of knew something was going to happen. I just kind of didn't know what happened. So, I think he'll do really well. I've talked to Taylor a few times, and I think he's really excited. And actually just got to meet Adam today, so I know he's excited to be here. So he's definitely going to help our team.
What did you make of his reaction to the trade and kind of taking it as I think he said a personal indictment on himself as a hockey player?
I know for sure he was a little bit upset originally. I think knowing him, he really wanted to be a guy that was going to be here when things started to get good. And not only that, but obviously the new arena, I think he was excited about that. But, I think he's probably had a few weeks to digest it, and I think he's really excited for kind of his new challenge in Jersey and then playing in the East.
Going into the summer, did you guys feel that something might be up, that the core might get broken up here this year?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely talk. I think, obviously, with the position we were in and how the team's done the last little bit, I think, there was obviously rumors that something was going to happen. I think for me, going into the summer and starting training and skating and stuff, it just doesn't make sense to just worry about that and read everything. I kind of took my mind away from it and thought if something happened, it happened. So, but yeah, like I said before, I don't want to say I was shocked, but more than anything, it's just kind of when it happens, it's tough to see a friend go.
You talk about getting a shooting coach?
Sorry?
Can you talk about getting a shooting coach? It's been a long time. Do you really need a shooting coach?
Yeah. You know what? I just, with all the stuff that's been going on, with the advancements, and I mean, a lot of guys are hiring, skills coaches, which I've had, skating coaches. I think the shot's something that I really wanted to focus on this summer. I kind of picked something out every summer that I really want to work on, and this year it was that. So, kind of looked around, found a few names, and settled on the guy who's worked with a lot of guys. So, it's been good. I think, as a hockey player, there's always room for improvement, whether you want to get faster, skating, whatever. And this summer, I just felt like I needed to change something up. And with how good goalies are now, you got to try and do something.
They're just the one-timers, though?
No, I mean, it's not even, everyone talks about your shot and your one-timers and whatever. But, I mean, there's more to scoring than just being able to one-time. And you can tip it. You can find areas on the ice to be. So I don't even really want to call him a shooting coach. It's more just kind of a positional thing. So, but like I said, there's always room for improvement. I mean, guys in the summer work with shooting coaches, they work with skating coaches, they work with skills coaches. So, I mean, it's just a time in the off season to work on your weaknesses.
Who is the shooting expertise?
Yeah, his name's Ron Johnson. He's out of Vancouver. There's a lot of guys who work with him. So, but I mean, like I said, I mean, there's coaches. You have your strength coach, you have your shooting coach, you have your skating coach. There's all the different kinds now.
What are your thoughts on the moves that going on this summer, especially getting
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think any time in the summer, as soon as the draft comes and the free agency comes, I think it's around that time you start getting excited about your team and start getting ready for camp. So, we've been off for a long time already. It's still hard to believe we still have about 2 months till camp. So, I think, like I said, I like what we've done. I really like how I think we're going to be a bigger team this year. We're going to be hard to play against.
Is there a different feeling, you think, compared to years past?
Yeah, I mean, from experience the last however many years, I think there's always been a lot of excitement coming into camp. I think that hasn't changed. I think this year there's definitely a lot with some of the guys that we've added, and obviously with the shakeup. I mean, you want to be able to improve, and like I said, we still have 2 months till camp, and I think talking and meeting Adam today and talking to Milan, and I think there's a lot of guys are really excited to get into that new arena too.
Let's talk about your involvement here today.
Mm-hmm.
Excited?
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I love playing golf. Play quite a bit in the summer, and I've played in a couple of these pro-ams, and it's kind of cool to see how good these players are.
How is your golf game?
It's okay. It seems like the more I play, the worse I get. But like I said, I love going out and play. I don't care if I shoot bad or play good. It's nice to get outside and play.
You think it'd be the opposite, right? The more you play, the better.
Yeah. I don't know how. Maybe I need to get a golf coach. So, but it is. Like I said, I enjoy playing, and I've played with a few of these Canadian Tour guys, and it's amazing how good they are.
Thankful that your hockey game isn't your golf game.
Yeah, exactly. The more I play, the worse I get. So, but you know, it's a good cause. I think there's a lot of excitement too with the people around here, and I know there'll be some people watching today.